Hi everyone, it's Cam. So in this video I will just introduce some of the cons of enhanced government surveillance. For the sake of the video I will introduce two definitions. Firstly, so the first one is mass surveillance, is basically the type of surveillance we are concerning, which is the government wiretapping everyone looking at their personal email without having suspicions about them. The second kind of surveillance is called traditional surveillance, which is the old basic way the police officer following a person that they think that might have committed crime or in a terrorist group, and they follow them to find out if that's true. Yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about the cons of the mass surveillance program of the U.S. government is that firstly is unconstitutional. Banasa is legal. It's been passed by Senate, by the House of Representatives, but that doesn't mean that's constitutional, because the Supreme Court of the United States has not made a statement about it. And taking into account of the complex situation after 9/11, that good, I would say it's not a good political moment for the court to make an judgment. But it's clearly stated in the U.S. Constitution that the Fourth Amendment prohibits the search and seizure of personal items without judicial affirmations. And in the lawsuit against the United States government, the Cass versus United States of the government, Cass sued the U.S. government for eavesdropping on the conversation he was having on a public phone booth, and the ruling of the Supreme Court basically says that the listening to or recording a U.S. citizen's conversation on an electronic device is unconstitutional. Yeah, basically. So all the laws that allow that can be ruled unconstitutional if they are challenged in a court of laws. Continue on, we have the low efficiencies and high cost of the program. For example, the PRIMS program, which is a really famous program of the NSA, introduced to the world by Edward Snowden. So according to Taylor Houston, a researcher at University of Tennessee, the only 20% of the terrorist attacks have been stopped by PRIMS, while 70% have been stopped by traditional surveillance. But the thing is that the PRIMS cost about $100 million in annual operating cost, and here you can see the incompatible between the efficiency and the high cost that associate with the program. And the final one is people's opinions. So in the cons part, in the pro parts, Ben also say about that the U.S. government usually agree with their idea that that there should be government surveillance because it will make people safer. But a more recent research survey conducted also by the Pew Research Center, is conducted in 2014-2015, say that U.S. Citizens agree with monitoring other people, but especially not U.S. citizens. So they agree with monitoring world leaders, terrorist suspects, American leaders, other nations' citizens, but especially not U.S. citizens. Only 40% of the people who take the survey agree with that, and that's basically the idea. The cons of the surveillance is unconstitutional, is low efficient and expensive, and finally it's go against the people's opinion about who should be the target of this government surveillance. Thank you.